So when you say, Tony Dungy here on the Rich Eisen Show, that you got to know that fine line about pushing buttons, certainly since if your voice has already been heard by the guy whose buttons you're pushing over and over again is a challenge. Did you ever have to do that with Peyton? Like, what buttons you ever push with him, Tony?
For him, it was slowing him down. You know, he'd have 20 new things that he'd want to do, and we can do this, and this will be great against this team. And so, yeah, but the other 43 guys might not be able to go at that quick a level. So what are the 8 things that we can do and change and tweak a little bit that'll be good for us? And, you know, he was great. He was a great teammate. He was great to coach because all the things you talked about as a head coach, this is what we need to be. We need to be unselfish. We need to be hardworking. We need to be good teammates. We need to prepare. He was demonstrating that. So it made it easy. But it's still getting everybody focused and everybody on the same page.
Well, I mean, nobody ever likes to have somebody speak on behalf of somebody, and certainly it might make you uncomfortable to do it for Peyton, but I'll ask it anyway. The conversation being had in New York City that maybe the Jets reach out to have him a general manager, does that sound like something Peyton would want to do, you think?
He would be awesome, and I've talked to him a little bit, and you know, he talked about doing TV for a while. I think there is something that intrigues him about putting a team together and being part of that and building a winner. And he certainly, if he does do it, he'll go into it 100 miles an hour, and he'll be excellent at it.
Why do you think he'll be excellent at it?
He knows what it takes to win. He knows how to bring people together, and he likes challenges. So I think he'd be great.
Well, one of the rare things that I've seen is an all-time great. You just even said it right there, Tony, is that you had to slow him down. It wasn't a button you were pushing. It sounded more like a switch you had to turn off with him, because all-time greats, GOATs, operate at a different plane, not only mentally, but the drive inside, that not everybody has it. That's why the Hall of Fame isn't filled with thousands of people. That's why there's only like 300 or so colleagues of yours in that hall. So being able to put that aside and see in people what maybe they don't have and put a team together. It's
that can
rare.
be tough. I was in Indiana when Larry Bird was there, and it was tough for Larry because he was used to playing at a certain level, to working hard. And when everybody on all 13 of those guys didn't come in with the same drive that he was used to seeing, it was difficult for him. And that sometimes the great ones, it can be tough to understand that not everybody has that same that they have, and they have to get it out of them.
Right, but people can evolve, I guess. Dion, as you know, has become a terrific high school coach.
Yes.
Okay, and I remember in the first few years of watching games with him at the NFL Network, when some guy did some dumb play on the field, he would scream, "Cut him!" I would cut him by the time he comes back on the side. You were there. You witnessed that.
I know.
He would just scream at the screen,
Yeah.
"Cut him!" And now he's got the patience of a coach. That
has to grow. That has to grow on you. But what people didn't realize about Dion, you see all the flash and the flamboyance.
Sure.
He was a hard worker. He was dedicated. He knew his craft, and winning was important to him. So he had to temper that now, especially with the young kids, and grow into it a little bit. But I could see where he'd be an excellent coach with young people.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.